Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday with Wendy, where we make small business ownership less stressful, one step at a time. This week, we are continuing our May series on mental health. Today, we're going to be talking about mental health for residential contractors, tree trimming services, lawn mowing services, landscapers, those kinds of businesses. Before we get to that, if this is the first time you are joining me, my name is Wendy Kane. I'm the owner of Kane Accounting and Financial Coaching. I do bookkeeping and payroll for independent contractors and small businesses so that you can have peace at tax time and throughout the rest of the year. Okay, this is our May series on mental health. And this week, I wanted to talk to the contractors in the audience. And by contractors, I don't just mean 1099 contractors, I mean residential contractors. You are building houses, you're doing projects, you're going out to a client's home and you are adding on an addition or paving their driveway or doing some kind of job that requires building permits and supplies and materials. Or maybe you're a landscaper and you are mowing. This time of year, your business is about to really take off. The rain has come, the sun is coming out, it's getting warm today, and that grass is going to start growing. People are going to look at their yards and say, wow, wouldn't it be great if we had a flower bed here and some pavers there? And you are going to be busy for the next 6 months. I see you. I see you running a team. I see you having multiple teams on multiple projects at the same time. I see you buying supplies and materials. You're at Meeks, you're at the hardware store, you're at Home Depot, you're at Lowe's. They know your name. They see you coming and you know your name. They know who you are. Um, I see you doing all that, and I see you doing it all on your own. And I can see the burnout. I can feel the burnout, the stress of having to be the one to make all of the decisions, what to buy, what not to buy, how to do it. In addition to having to run your business, you've got to figure out how to invoice your customers, how to get them to pay, and not to mention bookkeeping, sales tax, payroll, all the things. So, I wanted to give you a couple of tips to help you run your business a little bit better so that your stress level goes down. My first tip, and this is going to seem weird because you would be like, hire a bookkeeper. That's your first tip. It's actually not. My first tip for a business like yours, before you get to me, I want you to hire an assistant. Now, you can call this person an administrative assistant, executive assistant, an office manager, maybe a bookkeeper. You need somebody to help you with the daily work. I don't do the day-to-day work in my clients' businesses. I don't invoice their clients. I don't make your deposits. I don't order materials. I don't pay your bills. You need somebody to help you with that stuff first before you get to me. Um, you can hire somebody, they can, come in part-time a few days a week if you have an office. If you don't have an actual office that you work from, you could always hire a virtual assistant. There are lots of good ones out there, and they work remotely. They can work from pretty much anywhere. And so they can help you reply to emails. When you're out in the field, they can be replying to emails. They can help you make sure that clients get invoiced, make sure that the clients get the invoice, as in they receive the invoice. They can help you make sure your bills are paid and just that all of the back office work is done, because I know that's not the kind of work you like to do. If you liked to do office work and desk work, you wouldn't be putting on work boots, overalls, protective clothing, getting outside and getting dirty, stinky, sweaty. I mean, your kind of work, if you don't need a shower by the end of the day, I mean, did you even work? That's the kind of work you do. And I know you don't want to sit at a desk and do paperwork because that's not what you were meant to do. So, my first tip before you even hire me to do any bookkeeping is to hire an assistant to help you with all of that back end office work and get your internal processes under control. That will go a long way towards getting your stress level down. And then you can kind of focus on some overall financial picture of your business. My second tip goes along with the first. And once you hire this assistant, here's what you need to tell them. They need to help you remember to put the project name and address on everything related to that project. So when you put in a order for lumber at Home Depot or Lowe's, they have a place there for a PO name, PO number. You need to put in 1234 Main Street. And it needs to be very specific, usually the address of the project. Don't just put Main Street, because who knows, in 3 months, you may do another project at 5678 Main Street. And then when we go back and look through your records and it just says Main Street, we don't know which one. And so they need to help you get very specific with PO numbers and the work order name, the project name. And that needs to go on all of those forms. It needs to go when you write a check to a contractor for helping you. You need to put it on the memo line, what project they worked on, any sort of record keeping document. That project name needs to go on it because it makes a difference. When we do the bookkeeping, it makes a difference as to where we put that in your books, depending on what kind of project it is. I'll give a quick example. Sometimes a lot of you will do a project for a client, like you just go out and remodel a room for them. Okay, that's great. But a lot of times you'll purchase your own property and you will fix that up and then sell it, flip houses. Well, that goes on a different financial statement than just remodeling someone else's room does. And so as your accountant, I have to know which is which. That's why I need you to be very specific and make sure your administrative assistant and you know which project each invoice and bill and purchase went with. That will make a tremendous difference in your business. If you can get that part tackled first, then when you come to work with me and we get everything in QuickBooks and get your bookkeeping done so that you can get your taxes done, then everything will be in order. There will be no question as to which project was which. There will be no confusion, and it will save everybody a lot of time and a lot of stress, both you and your assistant, me, and your tax preparer. So anyway, that is what I wanted to mention today, that if you are, landscaper, tree trimming services, lawn mowing services, contractors, those types of businesses, if you do anything that involves getting out in the field, getting your hands dirty, you need an assistant to help you manage everything on the back end. And then come to me and I'll help you manage everything for your tax preparer so you can get your taxes done. All right, that's all I've got for this week. I want you to remember, no one is born knowing how to do this, and it is not taught in school. If you are feeling lost and overwhelmed, you are not alone, and that's why I'm here to help. If you found this helpful, you can like this post, drop a comment under the video if you found this helpful, and let me know, because that would be great. I'd love some feedback to know if any of this content is resonating with anybody. You can also follow me on Facebook and head to my website to sign up for my newsletter. All right, see y'all next week.